Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a torta with a bad habit. Bye, bye. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to Gunners Collective TV. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Put that notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that I'm kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support. I'm very humbled by it, man. Adam. I don't even call bullshit. I call cow shit. Straight cow shit. Man, hey, let me give you some game. Okay, let me drop some jewels and give you some knowledge you can't get in college. Are people really out there literally believing that Adam got picked up by the federal government, slapped on the wrist, and released? That's the quickest turnaround in federal government history. Literally, right? Cow shit. No Jumper has been known for sitting around kumbayaing around a motherfucking campfire and telling tales, right? These guys will tell you anything to stay relevant. And now the big story is Adam gets picked up by the feds and they want to know all Big U's business. This is coming from a man who doesn't know really anything about Big U other than what he's heard other people say on his platform. It's all on video. You know, let me tell you something. If the feds come, I've had the feds come to my homeboy's house back in the days, snatched his shit. They're taking all computers. They're taking all paperwork. They're snatching everything up because if they're doing a proper investigation and a man is facing life and they got several men facing life, they got to make sure they go over every single thing with a fine-tooth comb because guess what? Them lawyers are going to make sure that happen. You know, this story that Adam gets picked up by the feds and conveniently let out just in time for a live, right? I'm not buying it, man. And I don't think anyone else should be buying it. Put that shit back on the shelf. It's already expired, Holmes. You know, these guys are trying to stay relevant for the views, and it seems like they keep trying to connect the dots. You don't need the feds at this point. They don't need to be going to snatch anyone up. These guys are doing the job for them. They continuously keep putting out content, trying to link Big U with Nipsey Hussle, with PNB Rock, with Gilly now, with Rick Ross. I mean, damn, this guy was involved, allegedly. According fucking to No Jumper and all these guys around him, you know, these guys don't understand. They keep playing with the feds. The feds is going to come play with them, but ain't going to be nobody playing. You know, as far as Adam getting picked up and Whack 100 calling in on Paru, right? Oh, I sent this lawyer to go get him. I sent that lawyer to go get him. He's going to be out. It's sure funny how these guys knew already that Adam was snatched up, yet, oh, I didn't get no texts from Adam yet. I'm concerned. Well, of course you didn't get no texts, Bob. Also, he's fucking... or no texts is how they say it, right? He snatched up already, allegedly. Now, conveniently, Adam got out just in time for the live and to explain to everyone that the federal government, the feds, who look at everything, anything and everything, any shit relevant to the case, right? They make sure that they're on it. You're going to tell me that they went to his house, talked with this old lady or his lawyer or whoever. Adam is saying the story will change again in the future, I'm sure. And that the only thing they wanted to talk about was Big U and the cease and desist. I call cow shit. And the reason I do is because there's a lot more things that they would definitely be interested in other than just this Nipsey Hussle case. Believe me, if they have the evidence to charge them with the Nipsey Hussle murder case, they already have that. They don't need anything. They don't need the cherry on top. There's nothing Adam can provide them. That video of Loose Cannon and Whack 100, the interrogation video of Loose Cannon, you know, Whack 100 saying, oh, for real? And this, are you kidding me? Oh, power, right? All that, and Loose Cannon saying that Big U called him 30 minutes prior to this murder and it was a slip up or whatever. That's already out there in the universe. Like, you can watch that video on TikTok 100 times. There's nothing the feds don't know or haven't seen that they don't already know. They know it already. Everybody does. Now, as far as, oh, they just want to see the cease and desist. Well, of course he filed a cease and desist. What does that have anything to do? You know, anybody, myself, you, anyone can file a cease and desist if someone is doing defamation of character. If they're speaking on you on the internet, if they're disrespecting you, you don't want to be spoken on, Yes, not all the time are you going to be granted that cease and desist, or it's going to be relevant, because at the end of the day, there is the Freedom of Information Act. There is people that can say anything they want to say, free speech, when you become a public figure, anyone can speak on you. It's the truth. That's why people like Wes Watson and Adam and all these guys, or even myself, there's nothing we can really say if people talk shit. You just got to let them talk their shit. You just got to have thick skin and ride it out to the honeycomb, hide it out. That's just how that is. Now, as far as people believing, oh, Adam got picked up, you guys must not know the game, right? Let me give you some game, little homie. Let me give you some gizang, right? On YouTube, it's like this. It's all about relevancy. You don't want to fall off. When there's a topic, you're trying to hit it from every fucking angle. You're trying to speak on the same shit you're speaking on, but from a different angle. It's kind of like an interrogation. When the cops ask you a question, and then they hit you with all these different questions, but it's all the same answer. They know how to do that. Well, content creators do the same exact thing. We're going to talk about a subject, and what if this? What if that? What if this? When No Jumper got a whole bunch of irrelevant people on there that I don't even know. You got dudes arguing with women. You got Almighty Suspect getting into a cat fight with a woman, all because you said the word blood. But he ain't saying nothing to Whack when he says, oh, Paru, right? You got a lot of different shit going on there that makes me think and scratch my head and say, man, these motherfuckers is falling off, bro. They need whatever they can do. So Whack 100, the diabolical Whack, I feel like calling him right now. And like, Whack, you're full of shit, right? I'm not going to do that to that man. I'm going to let that man get to the bag, right? I'm going to get to mine and he can get to his. But I was very, very, very close to just calling him and saying, man, why you motherfuckers are slick? You guys are over there bullshitting. That'd be cold, huh? If I did that right now, played it so everyone could hear that it's all fabricated. But I'm not going to do that, because at the end of the day, I could just speak on it and say this. Whack 100 is a smart individual. He knows how to play this game. Plays it smooth. Definitely whenever you're not hearing his name, something pops up and you hear his name. Well, Adam's playing that same game. Content creators got to stay relevant. Podcasts got to stay relevant, so they got to speak on the hot topics and the hot news. I don't blame them for that. But like I said, these motherfuckers are camping. They literally got tents around No Jumper, and they are camping. And there's a whole bunch of people from behind the scenes that are filling up seats. I don't even know who's who of who the fuck are these people that are sitting there. You got some chick arguing with Almighty Suspect. I ain't never seen her. She got ass. I ain't never seen her, though. And then you got Almighty Suspect that slithered out under the grass ever since he knocked out fucking Lush, and he's sitting there. I still don't know what that dude does besides throw Slurpees and choke white guys. He's right there, right? And they're saying Adam gets picked up by the feds. Now, if you get picked up by the feds, ask yourself this. Why would Adam be arrested? I've seen these things. Oh, he got arrested by the feds. They double back is what Wack's saying, and they snatched him up. Why? What was the reasoning to arrest Adam? What criminal activity has Adam done besides provide a podcast for people to jump on and talk about their fucking crimes? You see how he tried to get that kid, what's his name? 4X, not 4X, the other kid. Whatever his name is, right? The little from Spodies, right? He tried to get him to speak on a case, and that dude said no. Well, guess what, Adam? Well played. This shit is well played. All this lying to the people that you got picked up by the feds, they came knocking at your door. I mean, all these, I seen this other dude on TikTok, some fat dude that flexes talking about, oh man, I'm next. They're going to pick me up. I'm in the indictment. Like, people want to be involved in this. You ask and you shall fucking receive, man. This is how crazy it is nowadays, that a real operation, really where they're snatching up Crips, they're arresting people for murders. They're really doing this. Dudes are begging to be involved for clout. It's back in our days, we used to run from the crime, not run to the crime. Okay, it's crazy that motherfuckers are running to the crime. They're volunteering information, and then when they get locked up, they want everyone to feel bad and send them a soap opera. Well, fuck you. You ain't got nothing coming, homie. You spoke it into existence. Now you got to exist in it. That's the way I get down. If I have a homie that's been a while also and he's talking about a murder case and then he gets locked up for it, hey, homie, send me some soap operas. Fuck you, bro. You were cool. We were in stake, homie. Now you're not. I am. It's just the way it is. I don't honestly believe the feds went to Adam's house at all. Okay? I'm just not going to buy it. The way No Jumper always has pictures of people. They get all, I got the tapes. They always got the tapes. They got this, they got that. Where's the phone call made from Adam to Whack? Because Whack records every phone call. Where is that fucking phone call made from Adam to Whack saying that he's locked up or they got him snatched up where he's like, oh, I sent the lawyer to go over there and get Adam out. Because Adam didn't say that he was snatched up. Pay attention here, right? It's going to get tricky. Adam says they went to his house. He was not there. They talked to his lady or his lawyer, whoever. They said he wasn't there. They talked to his lawyer. He called his lawyer. His lawyer went over there, talked to him, and they said they're only interested in the big U cease and desist on the Nipsey Hussle shit, right? That's it. Adam didn't say he got picked up. He didn't say he got locked up. He didn't say nothing. He just said we gave it to him. That's it. Snitching ass. We gave it to him, right? Now, Whack 100 story that said, oh, Paul, they don't snatched him up. They raided his house. He snatched up. Don't trip. I already talked to him. I'm sending my lawyer down to go get him out. He'll be out by 2:30, right? And he'll be back. What time's his live for? Oh, we got him. Adam ain't never said he got picked up. You know Whack 100 records every single phone conversation he has. That's a fact. Where was his antennas when he's talking to fucking Adam? You know Whack would have been, wait a power. Let me record this real quick. So that they have evidence. There's no pictures. No one saying he got picked. There's none of that. You just got these guys going on no jumper conveniently after he snatched up by the feds in the morning, but let out fucking right before the podcast. Make sure you let him out right before the podcast because he's got some investigating to do, right? This is a perfect example of clout chasing and people not thinking other people like myself, you guys, everyone are babosos, are stupid, can't read between the lines. The feds don't snatch you up like that. I'm telling you, when they went to the homie's house, they turned that motherfucker upside down. Donnie Brasco shit. They was undercover. They was in that motherfucker taking everything. You mean to tell me they just wanted to talk to Adam? Like Adam's the only one out of everyone that got talked to and he got a little coffee, a little pizza, you know, and he was able to sit there and converse with them. Now according to Adam, they never even got into contact with him through his lawyer, is what he's saying. But not Whack. Oh, Paul, he got snatched up. I'm going to go get him, everything. And then you got, I don't know who that was in the cuts, all concerned. Yeah, because Adam texts me every day, and he hasn't texted me today yet. So something must be going on. Well, stupid ass, he's telling you what's going on. He's telling you that the feds came and got him. Nice trying to put icing on the cake, but you done melted the motherfucker with your bullshit. No one's believing it. I mean, I'm not. I ain't never seen the feds come snatch someone up to talk to him and let him out an hour later when they ain't even involved in the crime. They could have easily got a hold of his lawyer. Shit makes me cough. They didn't have to go raid his house, all that raiding and kicking doors in. They didn't do none of that. If anything, they could have went and knocked on his door. Is Adam here? Hey, here's our card. We're trying to get at him, right? Bam. Or they could have got in contact with his lawyer. Look, your client's holding on to something that we need that's relevant to our case. Get back at us, whatever. However the fuck they're going to do it, I don't know. Ask fucking 600. He knows how the whole procedures go, right? But this is exactly how the shit goes down. They're not coming in, snatching you up, taking you down to the fucking station, whatever station the feds have, right? And grilling you about something. And when you sit there and say, oh, they didn't even care about nothing. They were actually cool. All they wanted to know was about Big U. And we definitely gave them the information. Well, of course you did, 22ster. Of course you did. You're a civilian, right? An active, still walking in the hood civilian that gave the federal government information. I understand you don't want to go to jail. I don't blame you, right? But don't blame anyone else. Don't be the first one to pull out paperwork and sit there with Whack and call people rats and paperwork and snitches and all that when you done handed over paperwork to the feds with people's names on it. You're cut off, all right? That's just a fact. Look, at the end of the day, people who believe it don't. It's just another ploy by No Jumper to, and I'm not a hater on No Jumper, I'm just telling you the truth. It's a ploy by No Jumper to keep the shit going, keep it relevant. They ran out of stories to tell. No one has any more stories to tell about Brick Baby and Loose Cannon, and they even have these guys calling in and ain't nothing going on. No, Brick Baby wasn't stabbed. He's saying he wasn't stabbed. You got to take a man for his word. He didn't sound punctured, right? So all that fucking conspiracy TMZ shit that he got poked and all that, nah. You know, I even got had the homeboy get at the homeboy that got at the homeboy, and he was even fucking confused. What the fuck's going on, bro? What kind of information is being put out there? I guess one never knows, does one? As far as Loose Cannon goes, well, ain't no one got to tell on Loose Cannon. He's going to continue to go on phone calls with his old lady and tell on himself. It's just real simple. It's very, very simple. The only one we haven't heard on a phone, the only one who hasn't leaked no information, The only one who hasn't done any of that is Big U, because he's fighting for his life while these guys are fighting for clout. And you got this podcast, No Jumper, sitting there talking about these guys every day. Like I said, go home and at least take a fucking shower. Change your shirt, almighty suspect, and then come back with your broken ass watch, a Fugazi ass watch, bro. Fugazi. Look. Mines are not Fugazi. Look. It still didn't break. Oh, you want to go the other route? That one too. The thing is this. I'm not trying to show how I am though. You know, I might have said his fuck. Did you guys see the video? His fucking chain, his all he did was yell at a woman and this shit fell apart. It's crazy. That's that cheap Timo shit. You fucking argue with someone and your chain falls apart. Your bracelet or whatever it was a watch. His watch exploded because his blood pressure went up. That motherfucker is faker than a $4 bill. Straight up. Anyways, as far as No Jumper goes, I don't believe Adam ever got picked up by the feds. I think they're just making up stories to stay relevant. And if he did, if by chance he did, that was the quickest turnaround in history. You know, and why would you be speaking on your intimate details? I mean, I'd be a little concerned. If the feds came to my house, if there was just a big operation, say all the homies got snatched up, I'm like, oh, shit. Damn, my name's floating around there, man. Shit, they came on my podcast. A gang of homies that were fucking with me got locked up. It's only a matter of time before they want to question me on some bullshit. And then they do. I'm not going to immediately run to my podcast and tell everyone, hey, guess what, man? This is what the feds told me. People are going to be like, I heard you got picked up by the feds. I'm going to be like, yeah, we had a conversation, man. You know what I mean? It was what it was. What they talk about? Nah, I can't speak on their business. You know, because that's called fucking up an investigation. That's called impeding the process of an investigation. Maybe they didn't want everyone to know they're looking into Nipsey Hussle's case and trying to attach it to Big U. But everyone knows now if it really happened. I doubt it. I highly doubt it really happened. I think in this case, what we have is a situation where Adam and No Jumper, man, just need something to talk about. This would give him a few more days of fuel, you know, to bullshit the people. And then it makes Adam feel, it actually makes him more comfortable. Like, see, I ain't telling, the feds are tripping off me too. Yeah, right. They say, good job, bro. Good job. Get the rest of these motherfuckers to keep speaking fucking cases into existence. You know, it's a crazy world that we live in, but nothing is far-fetched. Nothing is unbelievable anymore. We've already seen the unbelievable. We've seen aliens in Miami, aliens in a paisa's backyard. JFK got killed by 100 people. Now, all of a sudden, man, we're seeing Adam getting picked up by the feds and let out a half hour later. On Paru, we're seeing the man who has every tape, but he doesn't have that tape. So how did Whack 100 find out that Adam was picked up and no one else did? Of course, he's going to come with a video. Well, Lena called me or someone told me, right? So, oh, don't trip. I'm going to send the people to go get him. But Adam's saying he never got took anywhere. He never went and got snatched up or none of that. He's saying they just had a simple conversation. So what is it? Did he get snatched up by the feds? Or did his lawyer just go talk to the feds? Two different stories here. Have you guys not read between them lines? What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Is it even that serious? Hey, if Adam gets picked up by the feds, people are like, oh shit, guess what? Adam. Look, Adam told you straight up, he told you before. If he gets asked to go on stand, he's going to tell. He's going to tell. They all are. They already are. The only one you don't see on camera or you don't hear fucking this voice calling into No Jumper is Big U. But you hear all these guys, 600, Almighty, fucking Flacco, DJ Academics. That's AK Bumpy Dick. You got fucking Vlad, the espionage spy. You got all these guys huddled together talking about another man that doesn't want to be talked about at all, man. Putting cases on him. I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. Pelican Bay, motherfucker. 23-1, right? They getting their Denzel Washington on. It's just crazy, man. But word on the curb, from what I'm hearing, is Adam didn't get snatched up. You know, like I said, listen to the stories very, very closely. And you'll realize, like I realize, Umparu, either Wax line or Adam's line, because they weren't on the same page with this one. You know, and come on now. You're telling me that wouldn't the feds give you a card or some paperwork or something, a wristband, a star, a sticker, something, right? Shit. 600 is going to have the information before you do. It's crazy. These guys are wild. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down? Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm gonna continue to strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. Let me know. Do you guys believe the bullshit Adam got snatched up by the feds and just let out, and that all they wanted to talk to him was about Big U? Come on, man, stop it. So they don't care about Brick Baby. They don't care about Loose Cannon. Why the fuck did they arrest him? Get out of here. I don't believe it. On Paru. Why keep you lying, bro? For reals.